Just sit down, there's a row of.
I knew they did it, I just wanted to make sure we were approving the right version.
The driver, because he sits in the middle.
Okay, Jordan, you're ready now.
You ready?
Yep.
Okay, past 6 o'clock, we will call this Area Planning Commission meeting to order. First off, if we could have a roll call, members, please.
Jordan Brewer,
Here.
Grant Moeller,
Here.
Dan Sheets is absent, Walt Minnick,
Here,
Andy Bailey,
Here.
Jeff Chanoweth,
here,
Chad Kobe.
Here.
Liz Stitzel, staff is absent, Attorney Jay Moore is present, and staff Cat Bell is present.
Okay, next up is the disposition of the minutes from our last meeting. Do we have any revisions or
Yeah,
changes?
I didn't see any corrections or additions, so I'd make a motion to pass.
I'll second it.
All right. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay.
And that was, Grant was the second?
Yes.
Okay.
We have no old business, so we'll move on to our public hearings. I'm going to make a change here in terms of the order. So, because I believe many of you are here for the Hardy Hills application, which is CC 2024-00901, docket 1824/BP. We'll let you know that they have requested a continuation of their application till the next meeting for the board to consider. It's incomplete. So just a little background, what the board will hear is basically they have revisions to the approved development plan that was approved back in 2020. These are major changes in terms of, there's 7 of them to what they actually put in place versus what they have on paper. And so that's what that we will be hearing at that point. Only those things are what this board will consider. So if it's not one of those 7, then they're really, you're not at the right place to express your grievances on it. So I would encourage everyone, we have these staff reports. If you get in contact with the area plan office, they can give you these or share at least what the items that are.
We could give them this, but with the understanding that once they finish getting us what they need, then the staff report will be revised. So if that's something that you would want to revise staff report, you just have to let us know.
So you may want to wait till closer to our next meeting,
Yeah.
when this would be on the docket again to see what would be on the report. So, yes,
Can I
sir.
ask a couple of questions? One,
What?
I was in at the office and asked for that report about a week ago and was told we couldn't get that anymore. And secondly, I've not been to an area plan meeting for several years. There doesn't seem to be any place where it's basically posted. And if they were given an exemption to go to the next meeting, why isn't that posted somewhere? I'm sure there's someplace on the web that can be posted that this has been, forestalled, we're gonna take another month. 'Cause we've come all
They've-
the way into town and now I've got some questions.
They've asked for a continuation.
Okay.
We haven't voted on it yet, so that's why it wouldn't be posted, for
Okay.
one. I'll talk to them about getting you what's in the report and what they're doing. So I'll work on that one for you.
Okay.
All right?
And it's posted on YouTube.
So,
Not unless somebody asks.
with that, is there any other,
we don't find it.
I'll open it up if there's any other general questions that I didn't answer. Okay, seeing none, I'll move it to the board here. So we have the option, obviously, to continue it as requested by the applicant. It's incomplete, so there would be no possibility to really even move forward or make decisions on these. Jay?
Most of the things have been addressed at the Board of Zoning Appeals level, but I think from the staff report, it appears that we still do have some open items with them.
Yeah, 7 of them, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I have a motion to continue application 2024-00901?
I move to do so.
Have a motion.
I'll second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Jordan Brewer,
Yes.
Grant Moeller,
Yes.
get that out of the way there. Walt Minnick,
Yes.
Andy Bailey,
Yes.
Jeff Chanelith,
Yes.
and Chad Colby.
Yes.
Okay. So that's, everyone voting yes for to grant the continuance.
What day is our next? Is the meeting?
October 1st.
October 1st. So, you're more than welcome to stay. We'll go through the rest of the items on the agenda, but for that one, that will be on October 1st is when we'll hear the application.
We're not talking about it tonight. Is that what I understood?
It got continued, yes. Yep. October 1st. I don't know if you just listened. Obviously not very well.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Okay, we'll move on to application CC 2024-00905, docket 1924 SD, petition of Dalton Longfellow.
Okay. So this is a request for a primary approval of a one-lot minor subdivision called the Longfellows Minor Subdivision. The proposed petition site will consist of a 3.3759 acre lot on the east side of North County Road 1000 West, between West Newcastle Road and West County Road 0 North South in Section 6 of Washington Township. Across the road to the west from the petition site is Tippecanoe County, and that area seems to have similar uses and is zoned AA Select Agricultural. I guess that's for Tippecanoe County's zoning. The proposed new lot is a first split off of a 135 acre parent tract. The petition site is all woodland that is surrounded by farmland. The proposed new lot was scored under the point system and scored enough points that it did not require special exception approval from the BZA. What assisted this is more than, because typically when you have more than 3 acre lots, they usually, anything more than 2 acre lots, they don't normally score. But in this case, this is over 3 acres and it did score, and having, reason why is, in having an adequate score was that its past use was not cropland or pasture, and that the high percentage of permitted soil types for the development on the site. So it was the soil and the past land use. You see a couple photos there in the report. So the new home site is not within any legal watershed. It consists 70% of Miami clay loam soils in the front portion of the lot, which is permitted soil on Table J, and 30% of Carisco loam along the rear of the property, which is a floodplain soil on Table J. The petitioner requests primary plat approval for the Longfellows one-lot minor subdivision. The standard rural development protection language is included within the covenants. The surveyor's office did approve this before the drainage board on August the 7th, 2024. The health department has approved the new lot as suitable for a septic system. It will require perimeter drain outlet. It has been indicated on the primary plat that the perimeter drain will outlet to the open ditch or downhill to an area denoted on the plan. And then you can see in the picture here it shows, and it notes on there those 2 areas where it would go. But if the drainage outlet crosses the property line, a recorded easement will be recorded because the lot itself is in a different ownership than past that line. So the county highway has no objection to a drive to access the new lot, and the enforcement clause in the covenants is included and can be initiated by any adjacent landowner within 1,320 feet. The restrictive covenants were reviewed by Jay Moore, and he's approved those. There was some revisions, but those have all been made to his satisfaction, from my understanding. And I did check with the recorder's office, and the name Longfellow, there was no other names with that name in it, so that appears to be okay. So consequently, staff recommends to grant the primary approval of the minor subdivision with the condition that if the perimeter drainage outlet crosses the property line, a recorded easement will be recorded.
Okay, thank you, Kat. Is the petitioner or someone who represents them here?
Good evening. I'm Seth Johnson with 40th Parallel Surveying, representing the case, and not a whole lot to add. I'll just address the open ditch runs along the east property line, so most likely won't be an issue with crossing over onto the east adjoiner. The perimeter drain will stop at the ditch, and the ditch pretty well follows the east property line. So, but other than that, I'll hopefully answer any questions you have. But nothing to add.
Okay. Board, any questions for Seth? Seeing none?
No, I
Thank you, Seth. Is there anyone else here for this petition that would like to speak? Okay, seeing none, I'll open it up to board discussion. It's pretty
I was
straightforward.
gonna say, I don't see many issues.
Do I have a motion?
I would make a motion to approve with the language of the open ditch.
I'll second.
So Jeff, approval, grant primary approval with the condition that the perimeter drainage outlet does
Grant
not-
was the second?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
does not cross the property line.
okay.
Roll call, please.
Jordan Brewer,
Yes.
Grant Moeller,
Yes.
Walt Minnick,
Yes.
Andy Bailey,
Yeah.
Jeff Chanelith,
Yes.
and Chad Colby.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so that one's good to go.
You ready for the next?
I am.
Okay. Be application CC 2024-00906, which is the petition of Kylie and Daryl Davis. If you could take us through that, please.
Okay. So this also is a request for a primary approval of a one-lot minor subdivision. It's the Davis Family Minor Subdivision. The proposed petition site will consist of a 7.29 acre lot on the south side of East State Road 26 between North County Road East-West and Harrison Street in Sedalia in section 27 of Owen Township. The town of Sedalia is located adjacent to northwest of the petition site. The proposed new lot is a first split of a 208.92 acre parent tract. The petition site is all woodland that is surrounded by farmland. The proposed new lot was scored also under the point system and scored enough points that it did not require special exception approval from the BZA. Again, this one was, what assisted it to score was that it was not past cropland or pasture, and it has a high percentage of permitted soil types on the lot. There you see a photo. Now this photo I took from 0 because it's a little safer to try to get one from 0 than 26. So, but I think the petitioners are planning on having their driveway coming out on the 0 too. So, the northern portion of the home site is within Jackson Lip legal watershed, while the southern portion is not within any legal watershed. And then you'll see the soil types there. The petitioner requests primary plat approval for Davis Family, a one-lot minor subdivision. The standard rural development protection language is included within the covenants. The surveyor's office stated that it did go, receive Drainage Board approval on August the 7th, 2024. The Health Department has approved the new lot as suitable for septic system, and it will require a perimeter drainage outlet. The proposed location for the drain outlet has been shown on the primary plat. The county highway has no objection to a drive to access the new lot, so obviously they're gonna come off of the county road instead of the state highway road. The enforcement clause in the covenants is included and can be initiated by any adjacent landowner within 1,320 feet. Again, Jay Moore's looked over the covenants, and there was some edits that were made, and they've been taken care of that meet his satisfaction. I did check with the the recorder's office. There are some other names out there that have Davis in them, but the proposed name Davis Family seems to be different from these others, so it is found that this is met too. So consequently, staff recommends to approval of the primary minor subdivision.
Okay, thank you.
This is ours as well. Yeah, nothing much to add. Just for clarification, if it's not clear on the location map, the drive will hit 00, County Road 00 and not 26, and it'll about a half mile south of 26. But yeah, it's a wooded parcel currently with plenty of room and should be a nice home site.
Okay, any questions?
I guess you said that the drive, is it gonna run along the south border of the existing property, or is it gonna kind of
Yeah.
split that field up?
No, that's the south boundary. That's
Yeah.
going to be like a pipe stem out along the existing south field division line.
I have
Right,
the
yeah.
plat if you want to see.
Yeah.
Okay, Jay's got it.
Right here.
Oh,
Yeah, so it's a 30.
straight down.
Cool. Yep.
Straight down it.
All right.
Okay.
I talked to Ty about it.
Anyone else here for this application that'd like to speak?
I'm on the application, I'm here with Michelle
Or,
Hauser.
I'll have you go here, please.
And please state your name too,
Yep.
please, thank you.
Gary Woodruff. The only question I've really got is, when I read the original plat layout and placed it against the county maps, it appeared like it was gonna come off 26. It was gonna be immediately to the east edge of the small town there, Sedalia. So what I'm hearing tonight is that's not the case, that it's farther south. Do you know how many statute miles that would be from the actual small town of Sedalia?
Looks like it's in the woods, right?
That's kind of what it sounded like to me.
It is the woods.
It is-
It's the woods on the south.
Okay,
You want to come see the map?
sure.
Sure, he has it pulled up for you if you'd like to look.
Right there.
Okay. That was not where she understood that it was gonna be located. That is within a statute mile of
If you're here,
Sedalia, isn't it?
let us know.
So that's from the county road there.
You're welcome.
Right, I understand. Yeah, I was unsure.
Yeah,
before,
sure.
But I understand where it's
Sure.
at now.
Very good. Yeah, thanks, Gary.
Right there.
This is the east and
Yeah, that's the east of Sedalia right there.
over
There's
here.
26, yeah, there's 26 right there. Well, you're right here, aren't you?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so, yeah, it's basically
So
straight
this is
south.
straight back.
Straight
Okay.
south of you.
Okay.
Yep.
Any other questions? Okay, seeing none. Board discussion. Any thoughts, members? There's no,
Only thing I'm worried about is running that along the south side. I'm assuming that the neighbors know, because I mean, you're running it right along somebody else's property too. So, but outside of that, if they're not here to talk about that, I mean, it restricts them from being able to build along that drive. We know all about that, right, Grant? So, but yeah,
Yeah, just for that that pipe stem drive is a 30-foot wide strip, so, theoretically, the drive should be somewhere in the center of that, so it won't be right up against that south line, but yes, it will be.
yeah. So that'll
Along
get
that house
the
to the south.
15-foot easement that we need?
Any other?
I had the same question, if any of the because I know if any of the neighbors had any concerns about the driveway, so.
My question would be, if I was,
Please.
didn't used to have to get up. My question would be, if I'm fairly familiar with this system and how things work. If I had made an error as to where it's located, are we sure that the other people involved, you might want to check, because they may not be aware exactly where it's going. To be honest, the original information that came out really made it sound like it was on the immediate east edge of Sedalia and not farther south. So there may be some questions, and those people may not be here because they were not familiar, did not recognize where it was going to be.
Okay. Take that into consideration. Yes, sir.
Yes. My name's Barry Miller, and I live across from where they're going to bring the drive out. And I've been in contact with the person that owns the property to the south, and everybody seems to be okay with what's going on.
Okay.
Thanks, Barry.
Okay.
I'd say besides what Andy had mentioned, it's pretty straightforward.
Are you willing to make a motion?
I am. What is it? I'll make a motion to approve application CC 2024-00906, which is granting the primary approval of the minor subdivision.
Second. First Grant, second Chad. Roll call when you're ready, please.
Jordan Brewer,
Yes.
Grant Moeller,
Yes.
Walt Minnick,
Yes.
Andy Bailey,
Yes.
Jeff Chanoweth,
Yes.
and Chad Colby.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so they'll get your secondary done and to get it signed on your guys' side, and then they'll get it over to us. We'll get it signed, and then once we get that filed and get it signed on our side, then I guess you'll be the one. Usually, I think it's the petitioner comes and picks it up and brings it up to get it recorded, and then once that's all recorded, then you'll have a buildable lot.
Ready for the next one?
I am.
Okay.
Okay.
This is application 2024-00910, the petition of Green Smart Landscape LLC. Take us through that, please.
Okay, so this is a primary approval of a replat of lots 56, 57, 58, 59, and 60 in John M. Clark's first edition in Colfax. The petition sites are all located inside the town of Colfax on the west side of North Columbia Street between East Hickory Street and East Ohio Street. The front parcels have existing commercial structures on them, and the rear portion was part of the former railroad property. The petitioner is wanting to split off parts of lots 56, 57, 58 to sell as one lot and retain the remainder of 56, 57, and 58 of the original plat, along with all of 59 and 60 and the old railroad land for himself. APC Director Liz Stitzel advised the petitioner that lots 59 and 60 should be combined with the remaining portions of the other three lots that he wants to keep off of them, and the area that was formerly part of the railroad to be one entire lot too. Due to the reconfiguration of the existing lots to have different lot lines within the existing platted subdivision of John M. Clark's first edition, approval for this replat request will be required before the land can be separated in this way. And so you see a couple photos there. The one there is along the front. The bottom one there is along one side of the back, and then the other side of the back there too. So the petitioner requests primary plat approval to replat only lots 56, 57, 58, 59, and 60, along with the old railroad right-of-way in the John Clark's first edition within the town of Colfax. If this application is approved, part of lots 56, 57, 58 will be combined to create one lot that will become Lot 56A. Also, if this application is approved, the remainder of those lots and lots 59 and 60 will be combined with the rear portion that was part of the railroad property to create one lot and will become Lot 57A. The surveyor's office stated the drainage board approved their request on August the 7th, 2024. The town of Colfax has noted that there are currently no sewer taps available to the petition site, and no sewer hookup will be allowed until the current ban by IDEM in Colfax is lifted, which the town is working toward getting the ban lifted. Once the ban is lifted, these lots are in town and served by the town. No new buildings or development is occurring with this split. The enforcement clause in the covenants is included and can be initiated by any adjacent landowner. Jay reviewed the covenants and approved what he's seen there with them. So as in regards to the name of the subdivision will remain the same as it currently is, John Clark's first edition. This replat is only changing the number of lots and the layout for lot lines of lots 56, 57, 58, 59, and 60, as well as the railroad right-of-way. So consequently, staff recommends to grant approval of the replat for lots 56, 57, 58, 59, and 60 in John Clark's first edition.
Okay, thank you, Kat. Is the petitioner or a representative here that would like to speak? You don't have to. You okay, all right. Somebody else have something? You act like.
He doesn't need to talk, I need to talk.
Okay, like you're getting up. Anyone else here that would like to speak for this petition? Okay, opening up the board discussion.
Sounds like we're just cleaning up some property lines.
Yep.
Maybe making property taxes look a little simpler too when they come in. So, I recommend a great primary approval of the replat for the following lots.
I'll second it.
Motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Jordan Brewer,
Yes.
Grant Moeller,
Yes.
Walt Minnick,
Yes.
Andy Bailey,
Yes.
Jeff Chanoweth,
Yes.
and Chad Colby.
Yes.
Okay. So, that's all good there.
Okay, do we have any new business?
We have really nothing other than, October 1st, our meeting will be safe. It'll be in here because the early voting don't
Yep.
start until a week later.
Okay,
So we should be good for
All right.
APC next month.
gotcha. Does any board member have anything?
No.
All right, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Okay.
We didn't even get the email that they were gonna wanna get to until 1:30.
I know, as far as Jordan said.